Howdy. Welcome to Forbes, and let's start off with something a little bit odd, maybe. I can't believe it's 3,000 years old. Butter. This article is more than 3 years old. I just want to show you this wooden thing they found. Bog butter in wooden vessel. Who that? For hundreds of years, people working in peat bogs in northern Europe have stumbled over hidden caches of butter wrapped in everything from wooden containers to animal bladders. While their purpose is still being debated, the new research has revealed the butter's origin. Bog butter was originally documented in the 17th century. The white, yellow, waxy lumps are typically found when peat cutters harvest the decayed plant matter for fuel. Peat marshes often have a layer of wetland vegetation on top of or surrounding water, and this can create an oxygen-free environment that preserves organic material quite well. Since peat bogs formed at the end of the last ice age, 12,000 years ago, it stands to reason that humans in northern climes figured out how to use the marshes to hide and preserve food and even corpses. While nearly 500 examples of bog butter have come to light over the past couple of centuries, there is still disagreement about what exactly they are made of and why they are placed in bogs to begin with. Writing yesterday in Nature, Scientific Reports, a group of researchers led by archaeologist Jessica Smith at the University College Dublin detailed their stable isotope analysis and radiocarbon dating of 32 bog butter samples from Ireland in order to answer the first question. Previous attempts at analyzing bog butter have come up short because even though the butter is known to have an animal origin, techniques were unable to distinguish between adipose tissue where lipids or fats are stored in milk, fats from ruminants like cows and sheep, particularly on archaeological time depth. Yeah, this was a difficult sentence. To solve the question of whether the putrid smelling globs were an animal fat product like tallow, sweat, or lard, or actually dairy butter, Smith and colleagues employed stable carbon isotope analysis on the individual fatty acids in the samples. These values were compared against a global database of modern reference animal fats, including animals from the UK. The researchers write. Their results indicate that 26 of the 32 Irish bog butter samples were found to derive from a ruminant dairy origin, with all values plotting within the range corresponding to a ruminant dairy fat. A further 3 bog butters were also likely to have derived from a dairy source. Smith and colleagues conclude, but the remaining bog butters could not be precisely classified. In working with carbon isotopes, the researchers also used radiogenic carbon-14 to determine the age of each of the samples. They found a remarkably long-lived tradition of deposition and possible corrosion spanning at least 3,500 years, from the early Bronze Age to the 17th century. The Bronze Age dates are extremely important as they provide the clearest evidence to date that bog butter burial started as many as 1,500 years earlier than archaeologists previously thought. Yeah, you can eat this stuff. Still. I don't know. It might taste a little bit like cheese, I guess. But there is much more stuff about this to read, but I wanted to show you something else. Now, after we have been talking about 3,500-year-old butter, which looks approximately like this, let's go to an eye candy. We are watching Popocatepetl volcano, and that's some compilation of its recent activity. Yeah, let's just give it a go. So there has been a quite big eruption, and that's it. Lava spitting all over the place. It was a bigger eruption, as you see. And you have even some sound. There are, I don't know, four maybe. Four eruptions and at least two different cams. This is one, I think. I'm not too sure. Now we see the next eruption. Did you see it? If not, I'm gonna show you. Watch just this region here. Here is one plasmoid, or whatever, however they are called. Let's zoom in a bit. It's this region, and there is no clouds or whatsoever. There are stars in the background. Yes, we have clouds down here. But behind the volcano, there isn't any clouds. Now let's go slowly a bit forward. Now it's already visible here that there is something probably going on, and maybe also here. I didn't have time yet to check it. No, it's not. It's a star. No, there's more going on than just a star. Yeah, anyway. But this is the thing we are looking at. I didn't have time yet to make any screenshots, enhancements, or whatsoever, but I will put links below. You can do it by yourself. Yeah, I just want to point out that this really seems to appear out of nothing. There's nothing there in the background. There is nothing, and then it exploded. Yeah, now we get... There's like quite much pixelation going on for some reason. And they are almost always rising up. I call them streamers. I don't know if it's the correct name. But they are shooting up away. At this time they weren't too well visible or too good. I'm talking about these two. Maybe there was just one. No, there are two. Even three, maybe. But let's continue. There's more. Let's just go back and watch it again in real speed. And I doubt this being some reflection within the camera or some UFO. And I'm aware of solar activity. I'm also aware of this place being quite special. There has happened many things there at this very volcano we are watching now. Mexico. Not too far from Mexico, we have also the South Atlantic magnetic anomaly. That's a nice one, but somehow it seems that there's something missing. Because it somehow jumps. Let's zoom in a bit more. See what I mean? How do we get it? Where is it? This has some similarities with the one I once reported from Fuego, Guatemala. Now let's check out quickly the time, which is up here. The timestamp. Here it seems to appear. 24:47. 25:03. So there are a few frames missing, which sucks. There is something going on here. Did you notice? Let's zoom in, try to put it in the middle of the screen, because there is some activity going on a little bit over here, and then we have a light appearing here. Now we are going backwards. There's already some. No, this was the last one. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but yeah, there is something moving here. No! Is this an accident, or did they cut it off? Did someone else see this? And decided not to show it. Yeah, there's some action going on up here. What I was just watching. But somehow it seems this brighter region here is all connected. And here somewhere comes this very nice shape. much nicer than what I just drew. No, I was wrong. It was much more down there. What's up with these moving things there? Do we see them here? Because if they are stars, they shouldn't move like that. They just shouldn't. Yeah, that sucks. I think this would have been a really nice display. And actually, here we seem to have something leaving. There is some kind of connection still to the ash plume. That's moving. Or appearing and disappearing. That's movement as well, I think. Now let's just watch this for a while or quickly. Yeah, this looks really interesting. I think I got to screenshot that. Yeah, let's just make quickly something to this picture. Maybe we can pull something forward. Now let's cut the rest off and let's just take this. Let's start off with the sharpness and then we go to contrast. Yeah, let's just put it up. Yeah, I wonder about this streak here. Yeah, there's something. Maybe it's just some remnant in the picture, but it could also be like, you know, lightning. Yeah, somehow we have to take the contrast a bit down. No, I don't know. Yeah, you see what you can do or what I can do to a picture. It's not too much, so I don't do any Photoshop tricks or whatever crap. I wouldn't only fool you, I would fool myself as well. And this would be neatly said, very stupid. So this is what we got. I don't know what this ball is. Is it a star or what? But there is some plasma, obviously. That's the original. Enhanced. Thank you. Bye.